Game-changing Valorant tips you can learn in 5 minutes. How would you rate your current gameplay in Valorant? Well, if your score is less than 50%, here's your chance to improve your moves. Today's video is all about some game-changing Valorant tips that will make you so much better in 5 minutes. The only way to know if this works is to try. So be sure to stick around until the end as we save the best for last. Number 10. Teamwork is key. Valorant is a team game. So if you plan on going far or increasing your win rate in the game, our best recommendation is that you see your teammates as partners. This is because without your teammates, you will easily become vulnerable to the opposing team taking you or any squad member out. So even if you're a pro or OG, you still need your teammates. Shouting or yelling at them is not anyone's interest. Before stepping out to battle, everyone must know their role on the team to avoid distraction when the battle rages. Number 9. Crouching can save your agent when playing against a pro. When you're playing Valorant, you need to know your opponent's strength. The biggest question here is, are you playing against a pro or an amateur? The best way to know this is through their aim. Sure, you can take your opponent quickly by aiming for the head, but not everyone does this. An amateur aims for the chest more because they haven't mastered the art of headshot. So against an amateur, crouching will be a bad idea because it makes it easy for your amateur opponents to take you out as quick as possible. However, it's different when sparring with a pro or OG. A pro can easily take the headshot, which is why crouching is your best bet in this situation. Crouching makes it difficult for even pro players to take you out easily through headshots. And if they can't take you out, then that means you can have the opportunity to take them out instead. Number 8. Always have your knife on standby. Whether a pro or a newbie playing Valorant, one code you must never forget is that a gun battle can start anytime. Knowing this scope will enable you to be battle ready during the in-game. In addition to this, you must always have your knife on standby. Hiding your gun can make you a bit lightweight. Guns are heavy, but knives are not. So instead of roaming around to look for a kill, all you need is your knife in a steady hand to help you run faster to take a cover in case your opponents are trying to go for a kill. Don't forget that a single step ahead can save you from a headshot. Number 7. The Agent Sova Trick. Do you want to fake your location on the map? Then you might as well consider playing as Agent Sova. The bow and arrow equipped agent is one of the most sought after agent in Valorant. This is not just because of his strength and versatility, but because with this character, you can hide or fake your location. Lucky for you, Sova doesn't give his location on the map, which means you can confuse your opponents that you are in a particular area, whereas you are just right behind them. Easy kill, isn't it? Number 6. Never overlook the practice range. Do you know the old saying that practice makes perfect? You will need this if you're going to be a pro in Valorant. This game is a bit brutal, and since you have opponents to take out, you will need to practice more, especially how to take a headshot. We don't mean firing your opponents in the leg or chest doesn't have an impact. Only that taking them out can be quickly executed if you aim for the head. So, before jumping into the battleground, try and practice well enough in the practice range, especially your headshot, without using the aim labs. Doing this often before marching into the battleground will help you master the skill of taking headshots faster. Number 5. Scoping only can be dangerous. In Valorant, the only agent you can trust not to kill you are your team members, which is why you can't slack for a second. When you find yourself in the operator, the best thing to do is to scoop in and out because merely scooping is disadvantageous. It prevents you from seeing the whole space. Number 4. Have your best gun on standby when blinds are thrown. This rule isn't codified in Valorant, but you can bet that most players will move to the other side when they smoke a particular area. Anytime your opponents blind a specific spot, ensure you have your best gun fully loaded. And please, don't hesitate to fire or waste bullets at this point. With these tactics, you can be sure of making some sweet kill. Number 3. Bomb pinging. In Valorant, you will make tough choices that you may even sacrifice for your teammates to advance. This tip is simple and needed for those who plant the bomb and die. However, to ensure your sacrifice is not wasted, ping the bomb spot on the map. Doing this will give your teammates a clue where you hid the bomb. Number 2. Jump around while shooting. Sometimes you can smell that your opponent is hiding in a corner, but don't forget this is just a guess. So you must be careful when pulling off this trick. Once you lock the location you believe an opponent is hiding, we recommend you keep jumping and shooting around the area for a kill shot. This particular tactic is awesome, especially the jumping part, since there is a chance that your opponent may figure out that you are approaching. Jumping while shooting is a nice way to avoid getting shot from close range. Number 1. Spike planting is important. Getting more bonuses should be one of your main priorities when playing Valorant. To achieve this, you must devote time to planting as many spikes as possible, even if you've successfully eliminated all your opponents or lost the rounds. The more spikes you plant, the more credit you get. So what do you think about these tips? Your best bet is to try them out and tell us how much difference they made in your gameplay. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel to get updates on new video drops and turn on our notifications to get more tips on your favorite games.